Hello everyone and welcome to another Let's Play by Mr. Kassarian. I can guarantee, not always educational, but usually pretty fun. Alright guys, now to the important part. Hey everyone, this is Kassarian. I just came back in, and I am feeling much better by the way. And I looked at my entire system and went, what in the name of God was I thinking? So yeah, let me rip all of this out now. I don't know why I was going with the filter solution. It's an older method that we used a while back, and just, I don't know. Bad idea. Bad idea. I don't know what the heck I was thinking. Oh, good lord. At least on the bright side, all this random junk that's now in my inventory, I can at least throw back in here, and my auto sorting should take care of it all. Or at least store some of it. Jesus. Yeah, so I'm going to attribute most of that stupidity to, I was running a fever. Yeah, let's go with that one, all right? Yeah, let's go with that. Okay. So, now that that's taken care of, what we're going to do is we're going to do this the smart way. Yeah, the smart way. And we're going to do it with a sorting machine. Alright, sorting machine. What's the recipe for that now? Alright. Hopefully not too painful. No, it's not too bad. It's just a filter. Good God, I have enough of those. 2 red doped wafers, some iron, and the blue alloy ingot. Alright, that's doable. That is more than doable. So let's grab one of the several hundred filters we have. Okay, one of the 9 filters we have. And let's actually send this stuff somewhere. So let's kind of teach our sorting system about this. Our logistics pipe sorting system, in fact. So let's just run over here to the tech chest where most of this stuff belongs. Put a filter in there and put this stuff in there. And wow, you can already see, yeah, it's sorting it right out. Alright, that's beautiful. I love that. Alright. So let's get 2 of those. Let's run over to our bars chest. Let's get ourselves a blue alloy ingot that we need. Let's check out valuables. Let's get ourselves some redstone. I think it's 4... So we need 8 total, maybe? I hope so, maybe? Yeah, so I apologize for all the sickness in that video. I was just not... I managed to contract some sort of horrible chest infection thing. That's just kept me completely out of the weather for a while. But thankfully, I have a bunch of videos up ready to go up soon. And so you should be seeing at least a video a day from me for the foreseeable future. Famous last words, right? Alright, so let's go over to the project table. We have the filter there we so badly made, and let's clear the filter out. No, I had some red doped wafers already. No, that's not a big deal. So let's do that. Our filter in the middle, alloy ingot underneath, and our iron all around it. And that's going to give us a sorting machine. Now, the sorting machine's pretty cool. I really like these things a lot. They are some of the best machines around, in my humble opinion. But it means we're going to have to change up the system a little bit. So let's yank some of this out of the way. And make a mess of my house as I do it. Let's get these filters out of there. These filters down here, actually, these can stay. Because these hands have a purpose. And I'll show that to you in a bit. So let's drop our sorting machine right about here. Okay. Now let's get it oriented. You want the little face. You want the head of the face. See? There are the eyes. There's its little mouth. You want the head of the face facing your input. This is the input side to the sorting machine. Now I'm going to get some people yelling at me going, hey, Kassarian, why did you run it like this and put it over here? And why didn't you just make it flush with the floor? Well, there's actually a reason for that. What the heck is that chest? That's my input chest, okay. There's actually a good reason for that. This sorting machine needs power. Yep, power. And how are we going to get it power? Well, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go, and I'm going to go around to here. And I believe my bat box is on the other side of this wall. Oh god, it's nighttime. Alright, let me get back in here. Let me just sleep through this night. I'm going to come back out here. So open this up. And oh god, that's a slime. Son of a... I hate those things. Oh god. Oh god, why are you still hostile? Are you peaceful now, little guy? Yeah, you are. And no, it's just to the left. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back in through here. Go down into my basement. So if I drop in, this should be right. So I'm going to mess my house up a little bit more. I'm going to drop down here again. Okay, so it should be right. Yep, there it is, right there. Okay, and I'm just going to fix this hole really quick. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run cable right along through here, up onto the ceiling, and then just run it straight across this entire room. Yep, just straight across the entire room over there. There's one problem with this plan, by the way. I'm going to need something to insulate this stuff with, and I'm just going to grab a bunch of Nikolite here. Not like I don't have an ungodly amount of it. And I'm just going to cook it right up inside here. That should be enough, right? Yeah, plenty. The downside of this entire plan is that I'm going to need some wool. And I'm going to go the easy route right now, and I should have some in miscellaneous chest, right? Maybe? Do I not have any wool? Yes, I do. I'm going to go the cheap and easy way of doing this, and I'm just going to use EE for it. I know I'm a cheater. Get it? EE, cheat. Never mind. I'm going to shut up now. And I'm just going to get myself a stack of wool. Just pull it straight out and burn up that one extra I have. I am going to do a sheep farm. I'm actually going to need a sheep farm in not too long. So I'm just going to craft it up. Yeah, I'm going to need a sheep farm for a bunch of different things. Yeah, okay, that should do me for a little while. Mostly for when I get into some more advanced red power belts. I'm going to need it for different color cable and this and that. And yeah. So I will get to doing that. Just for right now, though, I'm going to use EE just to expedite the process. Alright. So the nice thing about this blue electric cable is it runs along walls, it runs along ceilings, it runs along floors. Pretty much anywhere you want it to go, it'll go there. And I'm not too worried about making this all pretty-like. Whack. Will I reach? Will I have to craft another set? Yeah, I will. Okay. Where was I? I don't remember. Okay. Right. As many of you may have noticed, I've actually been having some issues with video cutting lately. Hopefully that's going to be resolved. That's resolved now. I actually finally figured out what it was, and it was that I have my recording key bound to my delete key. And what would happen is, whenever I tried to delete something outside of Minecraft, it would start or stop recording, usually in Minecraft. So you'd have long videos of me doing nothing, and it would miss out on the parts I actually wanted it to record. Thankfully, I have fixed the problem. And just get our sewing machine some power here. Ta-da! Yes, you see the battery slots filling up. And you have this huge inventory here that you guys are probably looking at and going, oh, good God, what is that? Well, my friends, this is your inventory. Yep. This is how you tell the sorting machine what to do. This is what mode it does, and this is all the different things you can sort. So I'm going to set its mode. I'm going to set it to this mode. And what this mode says is if you don't know what to do with the item, send it down white, otherwise color code it. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be painting. Let me get my pneumatic tubes out here. We are going to be painting, I shouldn't have done that, these pneumatic tubes. And to paint these pneumatic tubes, we're going to need dyes. That's right, folks, dyes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and get a handle on those dyes. Because actually, I don't really understand how Minecraft dying works. I've never really played with it before. Um, this is usually the part in single player where I open up NEI and start spawning myself items. I will freely admit that. So I'm going to be right back as soon as I figure out what I'm doing. Well, actually, I do know one thing that I'm going to need. I'm going to need an ungodly number of something called tin plates. And let me just go over back to here. And bars, that. Valuables, this stuff. Reopen bars. And if I remember, tin plates is tin and iron. But I don't remember in what combination. So let me see if it's... I think it's 3 tin and 1 iron. I'm thinking. 4 tin and an iron? Hold on. I think NEI will actually tell me. Tin plate. Tin and 2 iron. Son of a gun. And I'm going to need, for a paint can, how many of those am I going to need? 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh boy. Great. 7 of them. Oh, but they give me quite a few. Okay. So let me just chuck this tin and that iron in there. And if I have some leftovers, then I have some leftovers. So I'm going to go figure out how dyeing works, and I'll be right back. Hey guys, it's Kasari, and I'm back, and I remembered one thing I'm definitely going to need. I'm going to need flax seeds. And I have some here, but those aren't going to be enough. So that means I need to do a flax farm. Flax farm. There we go. Flax farm. And that's actually going to require a little bit of work. So I'm going to clean up my inventory a little, and you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to do that on camera. So flax is a plant that's added in Red Power 2. And flax is one of those items that's actually... It's actually really useful. Resort inventory. Yeah, flax is one of those things that's actually really useful in Red Power 2. And what you need to do to work with flax, to grow flax, is that flax is a 2-block high item. It kind of grows like sugarcane. It's exceedingly slow to grow. Exceedingly slow to grow. So it's not like my wheat farm here, where I will tell you guys, and my sugarcane farm, which is probably harvest. Let me tell you guys, I am right now swimming in wheat. I have almost 2 full stacks of wheat. I don't know what to do with it all. So what I'm going to do, actually I do know what to do with it all when it comes into a project that I have planned. Yes, I have a evil master project planned. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a flax farm in right about here. Yeah, this looks like a good enough place as any. And this project, this flax farm, I'm actually going to try and automate it. And I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to automate it. Or at least how I think I'm going to automate it. I'm not quite certain how this works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get set up, and I'm going to be right back once I'm all set and once I've tested this stuff out. Alright guys, be right back. Alright guys, so what I just determined was that yes, in fact, my build will work. Alright, that is fantastic, by the way. So what I'm going to need is I'm going to need a lot of iron. Yeah, okay. So if I want to do 10... I'm gonna burn most of my iron on this. Okay, looks like it's gonna be time for another mining run after this episode. Joy. Okay, so what I'm gonna need is I'm gonna need a ton of iron pickaxes. Because, well guys, why am I gonna do something like this if I'm not gonna automate it? Yep, that's right, automation. Woot! So I'm gonna need... You know what, why don't I just cook all of this up into sticks? No. No, why don't I not do that? Why don't I do that? Myself a stack of sticks. And not drop everything on the floor. Yes, that would be a great idea. Also, why don't I roll up my window so you guys don't hear the traffic sounds coming in from outside? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to clear all this stuff out. And why don't I go dump this all where it's supposed to go? I guess paper goes in there. No, I guess paper's going in miscellaneous. Alright, let me just... drop this stuff in like this. We'll see where it all ends up. Oh, I'm gonna have to remember to clear that out eventually. Okay, so I'm just gonna put 2 sticks like that. And 1. Well, guess that works well enough now, doesn't it? Okay, and so we're just gonna start putting this stuff in here. Now, if you guys know what I'm crafting here, all the power to you. Because I actually don't really remember the crafting recipe off the top of my head, even though I use these things all the time. Okay, so I'm going to need to put that up there, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15, so we need 15 pistons. 1, 2, 15 pistons. Underneath. And then what's the rest of it? Just some redstone, which I have in abundance. And then cobble around the sides, which I don't have on me for once in my existence in Minecraft. Actually, no, not having cobble on me seems to be kind of the standard state of my affairs. I'm going to need more cobble. Yep, I'm going to need more cobble. More cobble, which is good, because I don't have my recycling system set up yet. Which I probably should get that set up soon. But after, as I said earlier, why build something if you don't automate it? I mean, come on, guys. You're not watching this to just watch me do vanilla stuff now, are you? Yep. Yep. And there I go, forgetting a crafting component. Yoink. Drop that. Get that. Goody good good. Okay. So now that I'm going to go out here, and I'm going to need to get some dirt on me. Because I'm building out into the water, and I need dirt. So, we're just going to take some dirt. That should be enough dirt. Okay, so what we're building here, guys, is we're building an automated flax farm. And I'm actually not building it for the... I'm going to sleep. I'm actually not building it for the string yet, so far. I'm actually building it, believe it or not, for the seeds, because I'm going to need flax seeds. So, let's get our dirt out, and let's just smooth out this entire area here. And yeah, I can see that there are monsters over there, but I'm not too worried about them quite yet. Actually, give me a second here. And die. Just go away. Just go. Don't bother me. I do not want to be bothered by you, Mr. Zombie. Okay. That should give us about the space we want. So what I'm going to do... there we go. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do... How many block breakers did I make? 16? So 1, 2, 3... No, I should do it over by 1 because I want to have some working space here. So let's just start here. 1. That's the one problem with working with this drill thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Over here and do the same. No, I guess I don't have to. So I can just, yeah. Okay. I forget, I'm not going to need a workspace over here, so in the middle, so I can just do this. So yep, just filling this up with water. I can't wait until I have some of those fun EE toys to play with. Build that there. Put that there. Pick this up. Put this here. Pick this up. And put this right like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come down this row. And I'm just going to hoe the crap out of it. And why don't I have an electric hoe? Because I don't. So shush. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some more dirt down. And you guys will see in a minute why I'm putting the dirt down, actually. And there's a refinement I could do to this build to make it a little bit faster, but I won't do that quite yet. So I'm going to take my block breakers, just like this, and I'll start putting them down. And I'm actually going to do it from across, just like this. So there I have my block breakers set up just like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some redstone that I forgot to grab again, because I'm an idiot. Long chest, get some redstone, get some more pneumatic tubing. And actually, you know what? Why don't I just... I'm going to need some more of this. Let me just do that. Okay, and I'm also going to need to grab probably some red alloy that I don't have. Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. And get some more redstone. Which is good, because I actually need to free up some space in this chest. Alright. See, guys, this is the problem I always have when I'm working with Minecraft. I always forget things. So let me just take a few of these, pull some of those out. Those should be enough tin plates. That should be more than enough tin plates. Really? It only gives me one? Oh, well. And then I'm just going to get my Philosopher's Stone out and cook this up into some... not wire. Not wire. I am not making wire. What I'm actually doing is I'm making... though I will need some red alloy wire. I'm making this stuff. This is stone jacketed wire, and you'll see why I need it in a little bit. So I'm just going to come back out here. And I can already hear people going, hey, why aren't you planting your seeds down? Well, there's kind of a reason for it. So I'm just going to run this just along here like so. And just along the other side. Like so. If it wants to place today. And then, just to make this kind of pretty-ish, just going to run it like this. And thank goodness Minecraft physics is unique. Okay, so then I'm going to take my stone jacketed wire, and I'm just going to run it. Nope. And I'm just going to run it like this. And as always, I am missing a component. Alright, well, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that now. Okay. So what I need is, the first thing I need actually is a chest. Fancy blocks. So let me make that up quickly. And I know my inventory is getting wicked cluttered again, but you know what? There's work to be done here. And judging by what my timer is telling me, this is probably going to be the last... once I put the finishing touches on this build, this will be the last thing I do, for this episode at least. And now I need to look up the recipe for a timer. Well, actually, I remember part of it. So let me open up Fancy Blocks again. And we'll get some stone out. Let me make sure I don't have one sitting around my tech chest here. No, but I have some stone wafers and some stone anodes. Okay. So I know I'm going to need one of these. That's right. Thank you, LRM. Need a pointer. Let me just look up the rest of the recipe for this timer. Need a pointer, some wire, and 2 anodes and a cathode. So I can get the cathode out of the way pretty quick. I have my anodes, thankfully. So if I clear that out, check my timer recipe again. So I'm going to need the cathode on the bottom, the pointer on top. I believe the anodes are in the corners. Yes, they are. I'm going to need some more wafers. That's what I'm going to need. Yep, this is me forgetting everything I need for builds again. You know what? Let's just get a nice, good supply of these. No, and it's not even in a furnace. It's in an induction furnace. $33 of those. And then I have some redstone in there, don't I? Yes, I do. Not enough. Now I do. Okay. Let me just make up 3 wires. Okay. So if I go back here, I can query. And I need these 3. And then 2 more of my wafers over like this. Beautiful. And that gets me a timer. And for those of you who don't know how timers work, they are some of the most beautiful things in the world. A standard vanilla timer. I've never built one. I probably never will build one. They kind of make my head hurt. They are very limited, and they basically require you to have a degree in redstone engineering. I mean, they're really ridiculously hard to build. So I'm going to just drop my timer right there. And what the timer does is on a time interval, it sends out a pulse. As you can see, these are in fact pulsing. And let me put down my chest to demonstrate this. Just drop my chest right there. And now with these block breakers, they do exactly what they sound like. If I put a piece of dirt right in front of this block breaker, the next time it pulses, it triggers, and I should end up with that dirt right about there. So let me just clean this up a little, and I'm going to show you guys how I clean it up due to the wonders of these panels. Ta-da! And I'm just going to put one right there, just for aesthetics' sake. So, now, Kassarian, what the heck are you doing? Well, I am making an automated flax farm. Yep. Which you actually cannot do with forestry, which is another mod that I really haven't gone into much, and I keep thinking, boy, I should do more forestry stuff early game, and then I never do. So, the basic way this system is going to work, and I'll demonstrate this in a minute. And I'll demonstrate it right now as soon as I take care of one little thing. So, IC2, right, forestry. Forestry has a lot of automated farms. There's no flax farm, actually, in forestry. So you kind of have to do it yourself, which, you know, I kind of like it. What was I coming in here to do again? Oh, yeah, that's right. I should have some bones somewhere, shouldn't I? Maybe? Yeah, should them in biological? Yeah, I did. So I was going to grab about 5 of them. So, a bone in your crafting table gives you 3 bone meal. Well, IC2 adds a recipe where a bone in a macerator gives you 5 bone meal. Much better income, isn't it? So now I'm just going to come back over here. And I'm going to sleep through the night again. Boy, I wish there was a setting just to make daytime last longer. Feels like I never quite have enough daylight hours left to do everything. Okay, so everyone who's familiar with vanilla knows what bone meal does. You drop it, and it places. Now, what's that? Ha! See? Exactly what I wanted it to do. That block breaker automatically broke that, and I got the string and the flax in the chest. Now, if you notice that this bottom stage remains, so what'll happen is that shortens the growth time. So now all I have to do is just leave this stuff running. And I'm just doing this right off the bat just to get myself a little bit more flax. And I don't remember if I can actually wrap it. No, I can't. Okay. So what I just did was I just greatly increased. And what'll happen is whenever these things grow up, these things will pulse, and I'll get more string and more flax from it. So it's an automated farm now. Hip hip hooray. So, alright guys, I'm thinking this is a pretty good point to wrap up. I'm probably going to clean out my inventory, I'm going to mine a little bit, and I'm going to do some other stuff off camera. Just some general housekeeping that none of you guys really want or need to see. And I'm just going to let this thing cook up and get sorted for my next build. which is finishing up the sorting system, which is now stretching into 3 episodes and at least a week of my time. All right, guys. I'll catch you all around. This is Kassarian signing off.